as little as half a contains enough toxin to kill an adult human, which cause liver and kidney failure. Hello everyone, this is Alice. It is almost September, autumn is coming. Do you feel like picking mushrooms in the forest but don't know anything about them? Don't worry, in today's episode I will share with you 10 basic knowledge about mushroom foraging. First, when is the best time to forage mushrooms? Mushrooms grow all year round. Not necessarily just in autumn. You can check a mushroom calendar to see when is the season of your favorite mushroom. Mushrooms love moist, damp and humid conditions. They typically grow on 90 to 95% of humidity level. Therefore, the best time to go out foraging is after a period of heavy rain, but not directly after the rain. You have to give them time to grow. Mushrooms grow extremely fast. It can grow from a baby to adult size in 1 to 3 days. Once matured, they will start to unfurling its cap and releasing its spores to reproduce. And this is the ideal time to harvest. In summary, the best time to forage mushrooms is 1 to 3 days after the rain in the mushroom season. Second, where can you find mushrooms? Most mushrooms prefer shade or dark places, which is why you'll often find them on forest floors, logs, or tree trunks. They can camouflage themselves with dead leaves or hide in the moss. They can hide very nicely if their color is not so bright like this one. You can also find them in your garden or in green belts around the city, as long as there's damp earth. But which forest do I go? Don't ask local people, most likely they are not willing to share their hunting spot. You can check local websites that offers mushroom foraging tours and check for the location. You can also ask ChatGPT to arrange a route for you. But how do I find my favorite mushroom in the forest? Some mushrooms have mycorrhizal relationship with certain trees. That is to say, the fungi and trees exchange nutrients and help each other survive. For example, chanterelles are often associated with oak and pine trees. Saps are often found near oak, chestnut, and pine trees. If you're looking for these mushrooms, you need to first look for these trees and then look for mushrooms in the leaf litter or moss around them. Remember that tree roots can extend very far. Third, what do you need to bring? First of all, wear long sleeves and pants. You don't want to get ticks while walking in the forest. Second, bring a basket for mushrooms. Plastic bags not only damage fragile mushrooms, but can also cause fermentation, making the mushrooms inedible. Third, you can bring a mushroom knife, which is curved and often comes with a small brush at the end of the knife, so you can cut and clean the mushrooms at once. In addition, you can bring some food and drinks for a picnic in the forest or for energy recharge. 4. How do you identify mushrooms? The number one rule is, when in doubt, leave it out, as they can kill you or make you very sick. Also, if you have any doubts after picking them, you must never add them to your basket, or you could contaminate all other mushrooms. You can prepare a second basket for taking the doubtful mushrooms for later identification. Mushrooms are very difficult to identify. There are millions of mushroom species. They could look totally different at different life stages. For example, death cap. There can also be species that look very similar to each other, but one species is safe to eat, while the other is highly toxic or even lethal. For example, chanterelle, false chanterelles. One is an edible, delicious mushroom, and the other can cause gastrointestinal upset. Some of the most lethal mushrooms are in the Amanita family, including death cap and destroying angel. Amatoxins, the class of toxins found in these mushrooms, are thermostable. They resist changes due to heat, so their toxic effects are not reduced by cooking. It is estimated that as little as half a death cap contains enough toxin to kill an adult human. The principal toxic constituent is alpha-amanitin, which cause liver and kidney failure. Therefore, the best preparation for mushroom hunting is go with an expert or educate yourself before mushroom forays. Study field guides, books, online resources, and attend workshops or classes on mushroom identification. Learn about the key characteristics used for identification, such as cap shape, color, gill structure, spore color, stem features, volval bags, habitat, and more. The more you read, the more you will be careful with mushrooms. Start with the common species. Focus on identifying well-known and easily recognizable species that are safe to eat. As you gain experience, you can explore more complex identifications. Remember, when in doubt, leave it out. 5. How do you clean mushrooms? Avoid soaking mushrooms, as they can absorb water and lose flavor. The best way to clean is directly in the forest. Gently brush off dirt, debris, and insects with a soft brush. Then use a wet wipe or damp cloth to wipe clean. After the mushroom is clean, put the mushroom in the basket cap up, stem down, like they are standing. In this way, while you keep exploring the forest, the spores of the mushroom will keep falling through the holes of the woven basket, which will help mushrooms reproduce and benefit people for the next season. 6. What are the common edible mushrooms? Mushrooms are interesting. It could be that all mushrooms in one family are totally safe. For example, there's one family called boletes that are never poisonous, except for one, Satan's bolete. The rest are either delicious or at least digestible. They are highly recognizable because they have a sort of spongy underside instead of the gels, and a bulbous stem. If you can identify that the unknown mushroom belongs to the boletes family and it is not Satan's bolete, then you can be sure that it is non-toxic even without knowing the exact species. There is also a common guideline for foragers when it comes to boletes mushrooms. No red, no blue. That is to say, when you see a mushroom that resembles boletes, first of all, the stem is not red, and second, when cut or damaged, the mushroom is not stained blue or red. Then you can be sure they are edible boletes. Except boletes, common edible mushrooms include oyster mushroom, toine grisette, morel mushroom, charcoal burner, chicken of the woods, hen of the woods, honey mushroom, cauliflower mushroom, puffball, hedgehog mushroom, black trumpet mushroom, wood ear mushroom, etc. 7. Why some mushrooms have psychedelic features. Mushrooms develop such features not for the enjoyment of human, but to deter animals from consuming them. When animals eat mushrooms containing hallucinogens, they might experience disorienting effects, nausea, and other unpleasant sensations. As a result, animals learn to avoid consuming these mushrooms, allowing the species to survive and reproduce. Even though it is not intentional, but some mushrooms also has medical use, such as the white-dotted red Mario mushroom, fly agaric. It can help people treat depression, addiction, and sleep disorder. 8. How to cook mushrooms. There are many mushroom recipes for different mushrooms, such as omelette, soup, pasta, risotto, stir-fry, etc. The most important thing to do is to cook them thoroughly. Some people may be allergic or sensitive to certain mushrooms. Therefore, it is important to proceed with caution, eat a small amount, especially if you're trying a new type for the first time. 9. What are the benefits of mushroom scavenger hunt? Maybe foraging and scavenger hunt is in our genes. Finding mushrooms can give you a sense of achievement and the joy of winning. Being in the nature, mushroom eyeing can be extremely relaxing because when you are looking for mushrooms, you are focused, you think about nothing else. You forget about the city life, stressors and pressures. It's just you and the mushrooms. It's like meditation, a massage for the brain, and it is also a good practice for the eyes. It can improve your overall well-being. It's a nice activity to do with people of all age. 10. Can you grow mushrooms at home? Yes, absolutely. You can grow them in your garden or buy mushrooms kits like this. They grow very fast with just some water spray. However, be careful of indoor growing, as mushrooms release millions of spores per day. If you breathe in too much spores, it is possible to develop mushroom lungs. Avoid that. Conclusion. Mushroom foraging can be fun, but remember, safety first. Pick only the ones you know. When in doubt, leave it out. Bring the right tools and knowledge, and go explore the forest after the rain. Let me know in the comment section about your mushroom hunting experience.